Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news cartridge for Thursday, October 19th, 2017. Today starts with a bit of a correction. Yesterday I had said that Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2 were not part of EA or Origin Access. As it turns out, the article I referenced was rather old, and they are indeed part of the subscription. Regardless of that though, I still feel my concerns about BioWare are completely valid. So on to today's news. What a wonderful day it is because it starts with a free game. Sid Meier's Civilization 3, the complete edition, is free for the next 2 days on Humble Bundle. Just enter your email and it's yours free of charge. Coming to Nintendo Switch is Syberia 1 and 2 on October 20th and November 30th, respectively. Then coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC is Mothergunship, a first-person shooter releasing sometime in the middle of next year. Our final release is for a new PS4 controller that looks a lot like a Joy-Con controller for Nintendo Switch, but Sony is saying it's designed for players with small hands, specifically for children. I always thought compared to the Xbox One controller, the DualShock 4 was rather small, and I like it better because of that, because of my small-ish hands, but this thing is really tiny. There is no room for the touchpad, but you do still have access to some of the functions by pushing the touchpad button and moving the joysticks. The reduced size comes at a reduced price of $30 US, 40 Canadian, and it's only available for now in the US and Canada. Blizzard has started Hearthstone's Halloween event, and during this year's arena, you'll be able to choose between 2 different classes when you start. Log in next week between October 24th and October 30th to get a free pack of cards and a free arena ticket. Then Niantic has finally confirmed Pokemon Go's Halloween event by releasing a trailer that indicates not all Gen 3 Pokemon will be seen in the next few weeks, but some of the ghost type, like Shedinja, Shuppet, and Duskull, will make an appearance. We should see the rest of Generation 3 by the end of the year. Which is your favorite ghost type Pokemon? Let me know in the comment section down below. And then finally, Nvidia Shadowplay has received an update that introduces a heavily requested feature, the ability to record gameplay and voice as 2 separate audio tracks. Previously, if you wanted to do this, you had to use another program and then set up Shadowplay to not record your microphone. Obviously, this is much simpler. PUBG is back in the news because it has become the most played game in South Korean PC bongs. Creator Brendan Green had previously expressed that he would like to see daily logins similar to that of League of Legends. Overwatch had previously overtaken League too, but eventually that subsided. How long do you think PUBG will remain in the top? Let me know in the comment section down below. And then I want to expand a little bit on the update to the Nintendo Switch I had talked about yesterday, because it not only allows you to natively record gameplay, though it is limited to only 4 games at the moment, but it also allows you to transfer save data from one Switch to another. The process moves all data for a particular user and then deletes it on the host system. This includes any software purchased for the account. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to move data from Switch to Switch to Switch for whatever reason you'd want to do that, but really, why doesn't Nintendo have a cloud save function just in case your Switch is lost, broken, or stolen? Moving on, a man from a small city in Indiana, USA has been arrested for selling stolen copies of Call of Duty World War II. He has been charged with theft, an offense against intellectual property, because the discs were stolen from a Sony factory earlier in the month. Call of Duty World War II releases on November 3rd for PC, Xbox One, and PS4. And then quickly before we move on to the main topic today, there's a game being removed from Steam tomorrow, but there isn't really a reason why. The game is Cabela's Big Game Hunter Pro, and my suspicion is that a license is ending with Activision, but I have no confirmation of that just yet. And that brings us to our main topic today, which is Microsoft and some of the things they've been up to lately, starting with the good and ending with the why Microsoft, why? Can't really say it's bad, but I can sure as hell say I don't agree with it. Okay, so let's start with the new Surface Pro 2, which Microsoft is giving away an Xbox One X with the purchase of either the smaller 13.5-inch model or the larger 15-inch one. Either way, you're looking at spending a minimum $1,500, and the price only goes up with the more options you add onto it. If you do opt for the nicer one, you will have a full desktop-grade GTX 1060 at your disposal in an extremely thin form factor. If you're on a Windows machine, and more than likely you are, the Windows 10 Fall Creators Update has released, and in it contains a built-in anti-cheat for video games. Personally, that update caused issues for me, and I think that's what was causing my video editing software to crash. A few days afterward, though, another patch was released, and that seems to have taken care of it. But I do not like this feature included in my operating system, because what if I do want to cheat at a single-player game and hack that game to bits? I think I should have every right to do so. I'm against cheating online when it comes to games of skill, but none of those rules apply when it comes to a single-player game. If someone wants to install hacks into Super Mario Bros. That lets them beat every single level with the press of one button, Go ahead, I don't care, more power to you if that's how you enjoy the game. I also don't think my operating system should be determining if I'm running cheats. That should be up to the developer or publisher. And then finally, there's quite a good indication that Microsoft is not very keen on bringing Japanese titles to the Xbox One. While the 360 featured numerous titles from overseas, something has changed about the most recent platform. Nipponichi Software of America made some statements saying Microsoft's business model isn't inclined to support Japanese games because of their minimum order quantity. They just won't have the games on their platform because their sales figures predict they just won't sell enough. Whoa. Did anybody else get deja vu? The evidence is there because games like Disgaea 2, Nier Automata, and Ni no Kuni 2 have no Xbox version in development and no plans for one either. There is no telling how many more games will not be coming to the platform, when really, there's no good reason not to. Digital distribution methods take away a lot of the overhead costs from publishers, so while I can understand not wanting to give a physical release to every single game, I cannot understand not wanting to put them out digitally. I grew up on Japanese video games. They have a unique type of humor that really appeals to me, and I love the Japanese art style that's seen in games like Final Fantasy, Pokemon, and Suikoden. And while I am a PC gamer now, it's companies like Nintendo, Sega, Konami, Capcom, Squaresoft, Game Freak, and many others that help me be the gamer that I am today, and I would hate to see a new generation not have access to those wonderful games. I want to know how you feel though. Should Microsoft start supporting more Japanese titles, or do you feel as though if you want to play those games, go buy a PS4? Let me know in the comment section down below. You'll have access to these soon. It's tomorrow's game releases. For PC, Molten Armor, Welcome to Hanwell, Chinese Chess, Elephant Game, Dead Noir the Heart, Real Farm, Bartender VR, How to Fool a Liar King, Walking Heavy, Ruby Hunter. Don't get that one. Wait for Sapphire Yours. Pathstone Mystery VR, The Inner World, The Last Wind Monk, In the Shadows, Boomsy, Rhythmica, Mutiny, Shadows in the Darkness, and Neo Angle. For PlayStation 4, Let's Sing 2018, Real Farm Sim, Abyss, The Wraiths of Eden, and Spiral Splatter. For Xbox One, Real Farm Sim, and Abyss, The Wraiths of Eden. For Nintendo Switch, Fire Emblem Warriors, and Syberia. For Nintendo 3DS, Fire Emblem Warriors, and for PlayStation Vita, Spiral Splatter. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And I'm still using Office 2010, for lack of a better word. Okay, so pretty good episode today, I think. I was on the podcast today with Muziah, with Bill Miller, and iHeart Indie. That went really, really well. Look forward to that coming out tomorrow. Let's see. Microsoft and this whole Japanese thing, Japanese game thing, I really don't get. Why don't they want to make this money? It seems like they could just make a deal and, you know, who cares if it only sells 10,000 copies? That's 10,000 copies of game you sold. And I mean, I think it was Jim Sterling who said some money is better than no money. I think it is. So something like that. It's like, why would you not want to make any money instead of making some money? Is it really just not that worth it to you to not put your game on a platform? I mean, there's a reason why Sony's kind of known as the exclusive king right now, and it's because a lot of games are going on to PlayStation, and not a lot of some of them aren't going on to Xbox One. Nier Automata is a great example of that. That game has been very successful this year, and it's not on Xbox One, and there's no reason for it. It can run on an Xbox One. It can run on PS4. It's fine on PS4. Everybody loved it on PS4. I don't get it. Just seems like there's some really weird things going on. How can Microsoft want this cross-platform play stuff, but then not want Japanese games? It kind of like they're not, I know they're not directly related, but it feels like they are. I don't know. I already got some stuff coming up for tomorrow's show. There is a really good deal on Steam right now. I'll tell you about that tomorrow. You can get a Steam Link for $1. That's a thing. Yeah, Steam Link for $1. I can't usually do this, but I had some stuff come up really late, and I was just like, I can't put this in the show. I got so much stuff. But yeah, tomorrow, Steam Link for $1, and there was something else. I can't remember exactly though. Oh, geez, it's gonna kill me. Anyway, go play Civ 3. Go play Civ 3. I think it's a good game. I know they didn't, that's before they did the Hex stuff. I think the Hex stuff was in Civ 5, so you're still working in a grid pattern, but it's fine. It'll be a good game. If you never played a Civ game before, what do you got to lose? You get to find out what the series is like, and maybe you buy Civ 5 or Civ 6 if you feel like you want to spend more. Civ 5 generally goes on sale for pretty cheap these days, the complete edition, all the DLC and everything. Get that one, don't get the base game. The base game's just not very good. It needed the expansion. Civ 6, I think, is fine on its own. However, I think Civ 6 you need to buy the gold edition or the big edition in order to actually get everything and not feel like you're gonna get nickel and dime to death. Firaxis, put out a season pass for Civ 6 already. Okay, please, thank you. That would be great. Other than that, I don't know. I don't really have much to say today. I said pretty much everything I wanted to say today in the show. I really want a Surface Pro. If somebody out there wants to send me one of those Surface Pros with a 1060 in it, I will put your name up here for like a whole month. No, that's unreasonable. I'm not asking for that. Please don't do that. I'm not asking for that. That's a $3,200 computer. Okay, you don't even have to like that one. Like I would get the $2,500 one and just upgrade the storage in it because it's probably using NVMe storage and M.2 storage. Like it's and that's the only difference between the $2,500 one, the $2,800 one, and the $3,200 one was just the size of the hard drive. Or size of the drive, the size of the SSD. It's not using a hard drive. Can't really put an SSD in those things. Too thin. But holy crap, it's powerful. I want one. I love computers. If you didn't know, I absolutely love computers. Oh, PUBG warning. Oh, I'm not gonna save that for tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you today, but I'm gonna give more details on it tomorrow. If you see a thing that says you need to re-authenticate your game for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, don't do it. It's a scam. Don't do it. Don't fill it out. They're trying to get your Steam ID, your Steam information. Okay, that's what it was. If you see a thing that says you need to revalidate your game for PUBG, don't do it. We're going to be talking about some security issues and some stuff that I found in PUBG today. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we'll talk about that tomorrow. But today, I have to tell everybody, do not re-authenticate your PUBG game. Okay? Scam. Don't do it. It's fine. Your game is fine. Just go back to playing. That's what it was. Good. Okay, I made an announcement in Discord. I should probably go make an announcement on Twitter. And then, yeah. All right. I think I'm done with the end card. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Like the show if you like it. Dislike if you didn't like it. Go ahead and social media links are over here. You got your Twitch, you got your Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon. Patreon, of course, because you love me. I love you, too. And we love each other. Long time. I'm going to get in trouble. I'm demonetized now. Click over here to subscribe to my demonetized channel because I did this. And then click over here to watch yesterday's episode where we talk about Mass Effect Andromeda being put into EA's vault and how I'm afraid for BioShock's future. BioWare's future. BioWare did BioShock, though. Bye!